Happy New Year and welcome to the first edition 2026 TOTS 2 Owls Talking Sports. I'm Mike Davidson with my partner as always, Overlake's Athletic Director, John Wiley. John, how was your winter break?
Hey, it was great. A break is a break. Fun to get away for even if it's a staycation. In fact, I got out to the beach, the fine town of Hoquiam with you.
Yeah, we did that game on the road. We did the last episode of TOTS on the road from Hoquiam in case you missed that one. But there was not a lot of hoops action over this break compared to the years where we've been in San Diego or someplace else.
Phoenix.
Pretty light work over the break for both of these teams, but they are back in action this week. I think this gives us a good time to do kind of a mid-season check-in, right? What did we learn for both of our boys and girls basketball teams through the month of December?
Well, we'll start with the boys. I thought we learned, it's hard to learn a ton in blowouts. And they had a certain amount of blowouts. Almost all of them went their way. They got through December with a 4-3 record, and that's overall. But they played some tough teams. Seattle Christian's in the top 10. Bear Creek's in the top 10 right now in the state. They're going to see Kings this week. That's another top 10 school. But at the same time, I felt like, they got the pieces, and they're 2-1 in the very tough Chinook division. And if the idea is to finish third overall in a league of 11 schools to get to state, they're sitting right there at third.
Yeah, I think we talked about this a couple of weeks ago. It doesn't matter where you are in December, right? What matters is where you are in February. Are you healthy? Are you playing with confidence? Do you have all the pieces and the roles figured out? And you don't really you don't get there winning by 30 like they did in that first week, right? But you play a 1-point game on the road at Hoquiam, lose on a buzzer beater like they did. It's heartbreaking, but you learn from that one.
Oh, absolutely. You learn basically, that was tough. The kid hit about a 24-footer at the buzzer to win by a point. Hats off to the Hoquiam Grizzlies. Great building, great experience, tough finish. But that's when you look back on and you think, those are the kind of games that make us better.
And on the girls' side, the thing that I think I learned in these first few weeks is once they got into their conference schedule, they were just fine. I think they match up well with every team in that Coho division. They're in their 3-0 in conference here in the early going. They saw some pretty good teams on their side as well early on. But I think that once they slotted in against teams that were supposed to be good matchups, they've done well.
Yeah, it's a different situation. You got a team that's trying to learn how to win, and you gotta repeat the right habits, right? And they showed that, especially in that U Prep game at home. Their program has a lot more kids than most, but they're trying to learn to be competitive, and that is really, I think, the challenge mentally. You need the mental toughness, and hopefully they'll have strung together a few wins to get that going down the road here.
And if you're an Owls fan, the next couple of weeks, these first weeks of January, have some big games, some big opportunities to get in the gym, right? Give us the rundown for coming out of the chute here.
Oh, this is going to be great. Fan night is Friday, Mike. Kings comes to town on the boys' side. That game needs no introduction. That is a very important game. Kings is sitting right now at number 2 in the league. Only dropped to Bear Creek, who's a very good squad. We saw them. But this is when Kings comes our way. Friday night should be a blast. On the girls' side, it's South Whidbey coming in. That's great. Both teams travel to Whidbey on Wednesday to play the Falcons in what should be good matchups. And then on Saturday, again, we're at home. Another island school, Orcas, comes to town. A 2B school, but they've been very competitive, especially on the boys' side. Already notched, I believe, 6 wins. So, look for that to be a pretty good game. On the girls' side, they got us last year, so we'd like to return the favor.
And, one of the things I'd like to see is, for these big matchups in conference, that this gym is a tough place to play. Kings has always been a really hard place to play.
Sure.
Bear Creek has become a really hard place to play. And I'm not sure that it's difficult sometimes to go on the road into Overlake in that same environment. I think it's possible, right? But fan night, right? That comes with a set of responsibilities as well.
Yeah, I think our schedule says the most. Unfortunately, weeknights are are not really well attended throughout the league, but certainly Overlake's fallen into that too. It'd be great to see more fans out, but we get it. The time is time. But Fridays and Saturdays, which this entire month is loaded with, the following week is Hoops for Hope, which is Friday night. You also got a Saturday game. So back-to-back weekend home games for those teams. Even the girls play the following weekend at home against Vashon. We're going to finish up with a senior night on Tuesday, but it should be a great experience getting there.
Well, I think of hosting Kings, and the first thing I think of is storming the court with that win,
2 years ago.
that big win
3 years ago.
2 years ago, 3 years ago now.
3 years ago.
That included a Duvier big shot, as I recall.
Oh, you're getting your dates confused, my friend, but that's okay. Duvier hit it against Sass back in the day,
that's
but
right.
Kings was an overtime win. I believe it's the only time we've ever got them since we've been in their conference with them. But it certainly was a big milepost for us.
So Friday night, be there or be square fan night here in the gym. And then as we start to look ahead, we talk a lot about basketball, of course, in the winter. It's the only thing going. But come spring, there's a lot more happening, in Owls athletics. What do those players and families need to be thinking about now?
And I'm sure they already are. As soon as the calendar turns and you're into a new year, we're basically right around the corner from spring. And so if you're thinking about playing sports, the good news is you can find out a lot just this month. Show up at an interest meeting. They'll have them in all the sports. And so during the month of January, the coaches will host interest meetings during lunchtimes. And you can go, you don't have to just go to one. You can go to a few and see what sport you want to play. Learn from the coaches, ask questions, see what you want to do. Bring your lunch, get it done. Sign up. Even if it's, hey, I'm interested, I'm not sure I can do it. Put your name in the hat, and then what else can you do, Mike? You're a baseball coach. What could a baseball player do?
Well, one of the things that we talk about as coaches is that when you get out there in March and you wonder why some other guy hits it further than you do, look to what they were doing since the last time we were together. Are they in the weight room? Are they putting in work? Are they doing all the work they need to do to make sure you're coming in healthy? Because the worst thing that can happen to you is you lose that first week or two of the season from something you should have had taken care of before, and your role never recovers. And so being ready to go on day one is something that can start right in January.
Yeah, if you play boys lacrosse or girls lacrosse, go hit the ball out behind the weight room on field 4. Get some friends together, kick it around in soccer, throw it around in baseball, whatever it is. Just start thinking that way. If you see nice weather out, take advantage of it. Start thinking about what the spring's going to look like, because February 23rd seems pretty early. That's when girls lacrosse tryouts are. They start a week before everybody else. Everybody else, March 2nd, right? These are going to just roll up on you. So get to know Joey Swidler. Go in the weight room. Say, hey, Joey, I'd like to be a little stronger for my tryouts, whatever. Fantastic. That's music to his ears. So go out, grab some friends, play. Just these are the times, the opportunities you have to do something you might not ever do again after high school.
And so plenty of opportunities come spring for athletes, plenty of opportunities this weekend for fans. You can come out and see these teams on both Friday and Saturday at home this weekend. We hope to see you there. We will have next week's edition of 2 Owls Talking Sports to tell you about all of that game action. But until then, Happy New Year to you. We're looking forward to a great year of Overlake Sports. For my partner, John Wiley, I'm Mike Davidson. Thanks for joining us.